welcome back to Thailand. Welcome back to me, True Blue Thai. I hope you're doing well. Folks, it's Saturday morning here in Thailand, about 11. So I apologise for the neighbours. For instance, our cocky blue do. For instance, it's True Blue Thai here in Thailand. I hope you're doing well. Two massive games here today for Manchester City. The men are playing at 3 p.m. up against Brighton at UK time, and we're playing against Brighton at home. A mega important game for the boys, and the ladies are in the cup final. Yeah, and I thought I'd put my scarf on today just for a few minutes because it is 30 degrees here in this direction. It's in here. So but I just want to show my support and love for the what's go for the ladies, and hope we can beat Chelsea 1-4. What was it? 1-4. 3-2-1 nonsense. Yeah, okay. And so for instance, in the League Cup final against Chelsea, 1-4. My God, against our arch rivals. Yes, and it's been interesting week with the loss of Gareth Taylor, the loss of the reintroduction of Nick Cushing, and it's been crazy, for instance. And I thought the men always normally get for instance, they're always in the spotlight, etc. But the ladies are doing it now. But but I want to wish the ladies well today, for instance, in their attack on this quadruple, for instance, we've got ongoing on. We've got the Champions League. We're getting to get into the Champions League. We've got the League Cup, the FA Cup. So, for instance, and Chelsea's standing away in a lot of them. So, it's going to be really good, really interesting. If you're going down, look. What's it called? I don't understand. I don't understand what you mean. I understand why, for instance, and I hope, for instance, with the price to the tickets of £10, £15, and £10 and £5 for kids, brilliant prices. So big up to the WSL for that. And I hope it's going to be a big, it's going to be a really good turnout for the ladies. I'm sure it is. I'm sure City fans will go down there in numbers. Pride Park as well, so it's halfway down, so it's good, really. And the men take note, for instance, rather than so it's halfway between for Chelsea and City, so it's not like we have to go all the way down to Wembley, where we like with the men do. So I've been to Derby County a few times, and so it should be really good, nice little stadium. So it should be a really good setup today, and I hope we can come away with the. Let's go with the win, and then it'll be over to the men at 3 o'clock. So really looking forward to it. Anyway, so let's crack on with a few things. I'm just going to take this off for 1 second. Rest on my leg, and so for instance, I've been doing a bit of research. Yes, I do research. For instance, and about about the day. Nick Cushing has had his first interview yesterday, for instance, or his press preview, for instance, and it was mostly about him, a bit about the ladies, and for instance, and the injuries we've got. I think we just got the three. What was it? Alex Greenwood, for instance. I think it was Alex Greenwood. If I can just find it. Rebecca Connect was good, and but I believe Abdubi Fujino, one of our Japanese ladies, etc. For instance, is here, is going to be okay. Lauren Hemp also, for instance, is also not available. So massive players not available for City. I believe also Chelsea I've also got the problems as well. It's Nick Cushing. What's it called? The most difficult part of my job is picking the blend and balance with Jill Rod, Vivian Niedermeyer, Opie, Jess, Mary, Kerry impressed me. It's all about blending and balancing the front line. That will cause threat with eyesight on the WSL as well. So he spoke mostly of. His time at New York, etc. For instance, time at City. I don't think he's going to take the job on permanently, but let's see how he gets on. If we might just ask him to stay on if we qualify for the Champions League, just as much as like the men need to qualify for the Champions League, ladies need to do the same thing. So how about the cash at the end of the day? Getting on to heard about Wiedemeyer, Vivian Wiedemeyer, Bunny Shaw, and Mary Farr have been shortlisted for the 2025 Women's Football Player of the Year Awards, which is excellent for them. I believe the United game, for instance, at the FA Cup semi-final will be kick off for 3 p.m. will be shown live on BBC Two, so that's good for that. It was again, for instance, we're still getting bits and pieces coming out of, for instance, of what's happened with Nick and Nick Gareth, and it appears that, for instance, it appears that some people felt left out. People felt like, for instance, there was a double standard. So I was, but and again, for instance, nothing runs smoothly in football. In any company or anything, I've worked in many companies in many different countries, and I'm sure these people, for instance, who are going to feel aggrieved. I think the last company I worked for instance, at Manchester Airport, for instance, while I was actually at the airport, and there was many people who didn't like the company or didn't like the part of the company, but I got on very well. So it's pluses and minuses. But one thing I can respect is Gareth Taylor has come out with this statement. For instance, a very gracious statement, and I just want to read it to you now. I would like to wish everyone at Manchester City Football Club the very best of the rest of the season. Thank you for all the staff and thank you for the staff and the players. It has been an honour to represent the club not only as a player, but a coaching role that has spanned over 16 years as a coach, coach of boys under 16, head coach for the women's team. I've seen the club improving year after year, and it was an honour to be a major part of that. I've worked with so many fantastic people, so many names, and it's been a pleasure developing some perception of the talents along the way. Lastly, I would like to mention mentioned before the supporters who have been amazing and superb. It is only natural to feel disappointed in having parted ways with the club, but I'm genuinely excited to see what the future holds. All the best. So, and I've got to give him, credence for that. Big up to him for that. Yeah, I'm really, really happy that he took his time to actually write that, and because you got many people, for instance, who probably wouldn't have done so, but yeah. Okay, so for instance, so that's a bit about that. Let me just pop onto the next page. Mary Fowler has been talking about the League Cup. Mary Fowler says winning the League Cup with City would feel particularly special, given the tight knit nature of the squad. The bulk of Man City's team has remained relatively intact over the past 3 seasons when Fowler was on the. Okay. Since the Australian has helped the Blues reach 2 semi-finals in the League Cup, and just missed out on the WSL title. But now City are in touching distance of the first piece silverware since 2022. And Fowler says the close bond that exists with the squad makes the opportunity most significant. I think I speak for everyone when I say the beginning is the environment is like this is quite rare. You don't really get a lot of teams that you just gets on very well with each other on and off the field, and that's great because you hear about see the men's do the same thing. It's the bond, it's how they get on with each other. For instance, I saw Nunes after he failed not missed a penalty for Liverpool this week, and all the players will give him a bit of a hug, and Mo Salah just kind of, I'm not looking at you. So, for instance, I think you are a team because you can't do it individually. You've got to do it as part of a team. So, big up to yeah. But it's going to be it's real for both sides, but Fowler insists that focus on City is just on gaining a positive result in whatever the next counter is. It's crazy. I've never seen it before. I've always thought that we have had Man United and twice. Oh, sorry, we've gone about that. But yeah, it's going to be interesting with what you're saying there. For instance, is the special group of people, for instance, which is what you want to hear, really. Okay, so let's get on to the teams of also, for instance, our opposition, Chelsea. So their manager Okay. Sonia Pompastu. I think she took over from that woman. I'm not quite sure. I forget her name was called, but she's doing very well. Though Chelsea boss has never faced Cushing, she doesn't expect City to play in a drastic different approach. We know they won't change a lot of things. They have principles. She says the main focus is on ourselves. Want we know what we need to do successfully. It's a great opportunity for us to grab our first trophy. Uh, okay, so for instance, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Uh, both teams will be out missing players. Chelsea will be without Naomi Gimba, former City midfielder Kara Walsh, Gro Ritten, also after the trio failed to recover from an injury in time. Bombassos hopefully that Grimes and Walsh would return after missing the last two games, while Ritten returned the international duty back with a back injury. On Thursday, Bombastic and Grimmer, who joined Chelsea for the world record fee of £900,000 in January, which has been elevated this week. Sam continues to recover from an ACL she suffered in 14 months ago, but is yet to be included in the UEFA squad. So for instance, but it's we're expecting starting lineups now. You have to bear with me with this one. I am not the best, for instance, of actually understanding about the Manchester City squad. So I've actually had an idea. I've actually looked at how we started up against Arsenal, which you've got to say, for instance, is probably one of our biggest games, and knocking Arsenal down in the League Cup. And how we started up against Arsenal and Chelsea. So we started out, for instance, with Yamasita in goal, Lazel, Alexandri, Nak, which you definitely won't be playing, Hawazaki, Miedemeier, Rude, Fujino, Caroline, Nicole, and Fowler. So I can expect to see Miedemeier and Fowler playing, and also expect to see Bunny Shaw playing. I think against Aston Villa we played those three. So so we'll have to see how that works out, and whether, for instance, we stick with Yamasita in goal or Keating. I don't know, for instance, but we'll see what Nick Cushing has to, for instance, who's he going to pick. So for instance, Chelsea, I had an idea. Chelsea's Hampton, Bronze, Bright, Vienna, Baltimore, Newski, Cuthbert, Retin, Haminino, Ritten, Kazaidi and Ramirez, etc. Ramirez, my God, that was that lady from Cincinnati who knocked us last time. Because the previous game, I thought we were against Chelsea where we lost 2-0. I thought, well, I watched that game and I thought City played well. The biased commentary was pathetic, Southern-based commentary, so for instance, and I'm sure he will be not more different today against City. So for instance, and it was all about the manager of Chelsea leaving on a high. And I thought we would play very well, but unfortunately, for instance, we couldn't get a goal. And then Maria's there, I thought, who's a great player, and I thought she was the difference between the two squads. But for instance, but it is what it is. So can we get this one over the line? I really look forward to it. If you're going down again, for instance, if you're going down to the game, I hope you do. For instance, support the ladies well. For instance, I'm sure we will. I feel great belief because I'll be watching it myself. 12:15 kickoff, which is about 6:30 in Thailand, 7:30. And then I can sit there and watch the men. So I'm gonna get the old Thai whiskey out, Lao Khao as they call it over here, and because I got my nerves are gonna be boom, 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 boom in my body. For instance, it's going to be a nervous game, and but I hope we come back with the 3 points, with the trophy, and then Chelsea's. Because we can't have Chelsea winning everything, no way. Talk about Farmers League for flip's sake, So what's good, and I hope Nick really leads the ladies, and I can see it was lifting. I still fancy City to win 2-1. It's going to be a difficult game, and Chelsea are a good team regardless of however I feel. But I do feel that, for instance, there's probably hopefully there's going to be a bump, you know, in a fresh face and a return of Nick Cushing again. And I just hope that, for instance, that's going to boost the ladies. And they look happy. They look, again, what Fowler was saying about the camaraderie for instance, in the squad. And I just wish them well. So, but if you go into the game, good. So I'll be praying to Buddha. And but I'm going to get going. So I'm going to let you get going. So Kat from Thailand, and I will speak to you tomorrow. And hopefully we've got a cup in our hands and trophy, the first one of many this week, this year. And yeah, so but I'll speak to you tomorrow. Take care. So Kat from Thailand.